Hi, you guys. Happy Monday. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited about this group. It's going to be so much fun with y'all. Yikes, my camera's a little bit funny. Okay. Anyway, welcome. We're super excited to have you guys here in Silver Bullet as we cover the IPAs of building a young living income or business, whatever you're calling it. I don't know. It started out as a hobby for me. In fact, it was a hobby for me until I treated it like a hobby until I was a gold. So then I got really serious. I should have gotten serious about it way before that because I would have, I don't know, things would have been very different. So I'm excited to have you guys join me today. Our videos are really purposed to be around 5 minutes long or less. This one will probably be a little bit longer just because it's the first day. And I want to give you guys a little bit of intro and what this group is all about, what to expect, how often you need to be checking the group, things like that. So welcome. My name's April Pointer. I'm a Royal Crown Diamond with Young Living. I enrolled in Young Living in 2009. So 8.5 years ago, which is crazy to me. I can't believe it's been that long. And it's been quite the amazing journey. I was a product user for 2 years before I said yes to even looking at the business. My friend Michelle Skocek, who is a diamond in this amazing training this fall, is who asked me to teach a class for her. And I was like, no way, not doing that. And then I decided to do it. I partnered up with my sponsor and we went over there and we just read out of some oil books and it kind of just snowballed from there. So here we are today, 6.5 years later now since our first class, and we're super excited. So this group is all about income producing activities. I hope you watched Nicole Perez's video last night and Christy Dempsey's video last night. Those are two videos you definitely need to watch before you continue the rest of the week. It gives you an overview of what the group is, why we have the name, what's expected a little bit, and then Nicole has the form that you guys can print off, hang up, and it's a reminder of things you need to be doing every day. Now, I do want to say you need to check this group every single day. You might not be used to checking Facebook every day or checking this group, but if you're wanting to bring in an income with Young Living, if you're wanting to share health and wealth with people, this is the group to just spend 5 minutes a day on, 10 minutes max. Because again, our posts and videos are going to be roughly around 5 minutes, okay? So there's that. We want to get you loaded. This is all the ammo you're going to need to build a successful income with Young Living. So we are going to give you all of our secrets. A lot of us have grown very quickly. Some of us have not grown as quickly, but nonetheless, each one of us has made it to a 6-figure income, and some of us has made it to a 7-figure income just by sharing something good. Just by sharing oils and being authentic and genuine and loving people where they're at and helping them get started where they're at. So we're going to give you guys all our secrets, if you want them. I mean, do you guys even want them? We are going to be talking about the 5 most important things. They're so simple, you guys. They're so simple to do, but they're so simple not to do. They are, if you are distracted by something, they become a simple thing not to do. They're so easy though at the same time, okay? So the main preface of this group is we want to instill in you and pour into you and give you the confidence to know that anybody can do this. Anyone can share Young Living. Anyone, any member, even non-members can. If you love the oils, if you love your product, anybody can share. And the easiest way to enroll somebody is to naturally talk about it, naturally share about it with people that you come in contact with. But it's a little bit different here with Young Living. We don't treat it like sales, even though ultimately there is a sale involved. Ultimately, there is a purchase involved. And I've actually seen a lot of people growing from teaching classes, from doing it on social media. There's people that have never taught a class, they just grow on social media, from sharing one-on-one with people, or people that just talk to others about the business opportunity. There's expos and vendor events. There's so many ways to share Young Living with people. So you find your fit and then go with that. Don't do the thing that you're not passionate about. Guys, I am not passionate about vendor events. Nuh-uh. I have tried it and I figured out that no, this is not my thing, so I am not going to force it. There are others that are rocking it with that. So if that is your gig, do it. Roll with it. So I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear you answer my question. Did you enroll with A? How did you enroll? A, did you enroll at a class? B, did you enroll with a friend, like a one-on-one? Maybe you saw her posting online about it, or your neighbor came over and let you borrow some oils when you guys were needing immune support. But either way, a friend told you about it, or you sought out a friend. Or C, was it like a vendor event? So A, B, or C, if you guys can just comment with those, how you enrolled at a class, one-on-one with a friend, or at a vendor event. I just want to get a feel for that. Okay, so we're going to be sharing ways you can enroll with Young Living. All of those are great pieces of the puzzle. I want you guys to know, again, anybody can do this. It is so important for anyone to be able to share, and there's no hurdles for sharing. Like, there's no hurdles to overcome with that. If you're nervous and you think you have to teach a huge class to share, I'm telling you, you don't. So we're going to be showing you guys how to share organically. We're going to be digging a little bit deep as time goes on to give you action steps. Guys, each one can reach one, right? Each person can reach 2 people. Whatever your goal is for yourself, you can reach somebody. And we know how important it is for people to learn about these oils. And the best way for them to learn about it is through the starter kit. And the best way to learn your own starter kit, maybe you're brand new, but the best way to learn your starter kit is to teach somebody else about it. That is the absolute best way, the results you're getting and things like that. So how can you get people to know that you are the person to reach out to when they get intrigued by oils? How are you going to be that person? Guys, I'm super introverted. I'm not shy, but I am very introverted. I don't like to get out in big crowds of people. I love to share one-on-one. But there is a great way to do it, and there is a wrong way to do it. There is a way to send people running for the hills, and there is a people that say, oh my gosh, you are the person I want to get the credit for that. They will see things from you just by being curious and intrigued by the things that you say and do. They'll see enough from you over the course of time, maybe weeks or months, or sometimes it's even years. It took my sister years. But they're going to know that you're the person to go to. You're the one that they trust. You're the one, again, that they want to get credit for the purchase. So, and then on top of that, they actually do want you to get credit. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. And then in turn, they'll share it and they'll promote it. So this is not about direct selling. I just want to make that clear. It's way more about that. It's so much more about helping our members share. And again, this video is going to go a little bit longer because I want to give you guys a little bit of background into the culture of Young Living. This is not your typical MLM. And I know a lot of you guys know that, but the majority of you in here, well, all of you are beginning distributors all the way to executives, right? Some of you are some stars trying to regain that or silver, trying to regain that silver paycheck. So a lot of this information is new. So I'm just going to go into some background about the culture. We are really into helping people, the broad spectrum of changing people's lives. It's so different from direct selling. It's the broader the reach that we have, the more influence we have. And the hours in a day are very limited that we have. But when we're all talking about oils to our friends and our family, we all get to participate in fulfilling that mission of getting oils into every home, which is Gary Young, our founder's mission for the company. And the more we share, the more we can help. And it's not about how many people you can enroll. It's about how many people you can reach. So you might be planting some seeds here and there, and then those people aren't ready, and then they go and get watered and whatnot, and then they get implanted somewhere else. So you do your best. You love on people as best you can. And that's what we do. We think about Young Living and sharing and to help people change their lives and health. So the best thing we can do for them is to help them get started. And we talk about sharing. Again, ultimately a purchase is made. It is sales in one aspect. And, ultimately it's sales. Your job though, is to communicate the most value for the starter kit and then to enroll them. And then they, these are the people that know you, they trust you, they know they're going to get support from you. If you're getting a lot of no's right now, maybe some of you that have been at this for a while, if you're getting a lot of no's right now, you probably have some skills to build a little bit. You can actually get to a point where you can handle most objections and get fewer objections overall. So maybe one of the objections I hear a lot, or I used to, is, oh, well, I just want a bottle of lavender. I don't want the whole kit. And I would reply, oh, okay, well, you know what? I don't really do that. I don't sell oils out of my house. And I think it's kind of silly to order just one bottle of oil because you get such value in the kit. And you need your own account with this. You need to be able to order this when you're ready. And let me just tell you about this kit. This is like your salt, your butter, your kitchen. This is like your salt, your pepper, your butter that's in your kitchen. This is your whole, what's the word? These are the oils you're going to use the most often and you'll need at your disposal. And they don't expire. You don't have to even use them right away. But when you get the kit, you can use the lavender right away. You can try the thieves. I'll help you with the thieves. And guess what? You're going to get added to our support groups. And we're going to be teaching you how to use purification and pan away. And you can get to learn how to use all of that. So, if you spend $50 right now on thieves and lavender, you're just kind of shooting yourself in the foot financially. So save your money for the kit if that's what you need to do. I will wait with you and I'll follow up with you. But you got to know that there's so much value in this kit. I mean, the frankincense and pan away alone, you buy those two alone, that's the cost of the whole kit, right? So when you, I just lost my train of thought. When you just got to pour value into the kit, you guys, especially the diffuser. My gosh, the diffuser wholesale is around, between $70 and $80. So after tax and all that. So one thing about enrolling people I have found is assumptions. And here we really need to be checking our assumptions, because what you're assuming about these people that you're talking to, you're going to project on them. So you need to check that. You have to completely separate yourself from the other person. Like, get in your head, I'm not going to assume anything, because you know what that makes out of you and them, right? I'm just not going to do that. So let's say I was trying to sell like a weight loss product and I haven't lost any weight from it. And the key here, the way to do that, is to not focus on myself. It's to focus on the other person. And the best way we can do that is by asking lots of questions. So this is one of my first tips. Ask lots of questions and take yourself out of the equation. Not talking about ourselves. I mean, this is like the key way to close, as you want to, people call it. It's not just about selling and closing at the end. It's a whole process, okay? So from the first moment you open your mouth, we talk about what they need, and we take ourselves out and we put our assumptions on them and what they need, and then they don't end up getting the kit because we're thinking, oh, they probably don't have the money. Oh, they've got to ask their husband. Oh, she's only going to want one oil. When they can feel that from you, and it's going to come out in your words. So I want you to take yourself out of it. It's not about you. It's going to be about them, always. We have no clue what people are going to do. It's really important to understand that whether they enroll now or later, that you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with that because it's about them, right? It's not about you. And when you take yourself out of the equation, it takes the desperation out. I'm telling you how desperate you can sound just assuming things, And it makes the other person trust you. It makes them feel more comfortable, and they're going to pick up on that, and they'll want to enroll with you. They'll want you to get the commission because you're not just like throwing out desperation all over them, okay? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is edification. This is something you need to master. You need to master this. I haven't always been good at this at all. I was not good at complimenting people. That's what edification is. It does need to be genuine. It shouldn't be fake. You don't want to be like kissing their butts or anything. And it might seem trite to tell someone that, they look nice, or they're doing a great job, or they're so awesome. And you may think they already know that about themselves and you don't even need to say anything. But it's actually not true. Sometimes there's people that are just seeking attention, and it's okay to give them attention. It really is. If you're thinking, I'm not going to do that because they just want attention, that's horrible. Like that's the wrong mindset. Okay. It's okay to do it anyway. Sometimes, we're not, in our society, we're not taught to encourage. We're not taught to edify, because our society teaches us to tease, to use sarcasm, to joke around, to discourage, because that's how we've been treated. And so we don't feel like we have to go around complimenting people and building them up and speaking life over them. So when someone edifies you, like say I'm asking you all these questions and I'm meeting with you, your life, about your children, your husband, your pets, and I notice that you have this beautiful smile and that you genuinely care about your family. And it looks like, it seems like you're a great mom and all these things. I notice these things, and sometimes we notice things about people and we don't even put voice to it. We say nothing, but we should. And this is a huge part of selling and closing and that whole process. And it's really, honestly, it's just about being a good person. We think sales is like this caricature of a used car salesman, and it's not. We sell in our everyday life. I mean, I had to sell my husband this last week on us getting some new lights put in because our old lights were really needing help. We sell our kids on eating yogurt instead of ice cream, right? We sell our friends on what movie we want to see or where we want to go that night or what restaurant. I mean, I sell my family all the time on what restaurant we're going to. So we're in sales all the time. And a real authentic person is a great, great salesperson because they listen and they're present in the moment. So if I wait and I don't tell this person what a great mom I think she is, she'll never know. There's just not that connecting point. So if I go ahead and say, you just seem like such an amazing person, a great mom. I just like you. I just want to be around you. I just really enjoy this vibe you put off, and I love your energy. Would you mind giving me your phone numbers, or can we connect on Facebook so I can follow up with you? Because I really have some truly neat things I want to share with you, and I'd love to meet up next week. I would totally jump on that. If somebody was sitting there telling me how I put off this great vibe and I'm a great mom, of course I would want to meet with them the next week. So if someone told you that, how would you feel? Would it make you feel good? Or are you speaking life, having someone speak life over you? Guys, don't be afraid to tell people what you see in them. Edification is a huge part of closing and enrolling. This includes edifying others. When you say you have downline members that you're teaching classes for, as they're walking in the door, same thing. You want to edify the people as they walk in. Those little touches at the beginning of your class are what closes them at the end. Edification is so huge, and we just need to take the time to do it. Every time you meet someone or introduce someone, edify them, compliment them, get into the practice of doing it. If you're introducing, your husband to your boss or your mom to your neighbor, practice complimenting each other as you're introducing them. So I would say in the first 10 minutes you meet someone, you edify, it's going to change everything. Let's say maybe you're leading a class with a friend and you're going to edify one another before the class. This is so key, especially if there's two of you. If you're going to speak at a class of 3 or 4 people, have somebody edify you beforehand. They'll look to whoever is talking to be spending the next that they're going to be spending the next hour from like they hung the moon. Oh my gosh, we're so glad to have you guys here tonight. Lauren knows so much about oils. I love watching her teach about this. She's so passionate about it. She's had great results with her family. She just has been a great friend, and I'm so glad you guys are her friends and you came to her class, that kind of stuff, She's super passionate about what she teaches, and you're going to have the most informative hour with her. Over there we've got some oils with some water. You guys can put those together and make some citrus water. I love the way it tastes. It's got the best minty aftertaste. Let's just enjoy ourselves tonight. And oh, by the way, you're going to want to take lots of notes because we've got an hour packed with great information. You'll learn so many things tonight, you guys. And if you come again, you're going to learn even more. So grab a pen and paper, get the form over here. We have a little note form that you can fill out. It's being passed around. When you come again and bring back your friends, you're going to learn so much more Like, do you see what I'm doing here? You're leading people where you want them to go with your words. But I'm speaking life here, like speaking life over the class, speaking life over the host, speaking life over the guests, speaking life over the snacks. Like, if you want people to enjoy your awesome snacks, tell them how awesome they are. You know, if you want them to take notes and pay attention and lean forward, then you lean forward and you tell them to take out their notes and their pen, because what they're about to hear is going to blow their freaking minds. It's so awesome. Like, oh my gosh, these oils are so amazing. We can't wait to share them with you. Okay, guys, and you know, edification is obviously not just for Young Living, it's for life, you know, with your family and whatnot. So at the end of class, have a sign-up form. They can fill it out. You can enter it in. You can have computers ready for them to sign up, the whole gamut. So that's it for me today. That's my comments for today. Focus on getting yeses and not nos, not provoking objections. You guys are amazing. Thanks for joining me today. Danette will be here tomorrow sharing as well. So see you guys later.